Hi, Terry.
Hi, Anjali. Uh, I know that lately you've been doing a lot of thinking about the notion of aging and what that means. Maybe you could share some of your thinking with us.
Yes, I've come to realize that we have begun to associate a negative connotation when it comes to aging. We all say age is just a number, sure, but then on the other hand, I've heard so many people in that when they think they start to age, aging is all relative, right? I'm aging every day. Every person is aging every day, but there appears to be a trend of negative connotations associated with aging. By that I mean someone who used to drive a car suddenly thinks he can't drive a car, or he shouldn't because he is not as mobile as he was once before. And that train of thoughts then just continues and say, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Then I often begin asking them, well, let's figure out what can you do.
Always a good question.
Yeah.
But you're certainly right that the notion of aging is very much pejorative in this culture. and that's not like other places in the world where older people are revered because presumably they've gotten to be experienced and have some kind of wisdom, and in some cultures are looked up to. Yet in our own, when people get older, they seem to be diminished in some sense.
Yeah, and that's come to, like, not only it's become such a trend nowadays, but to challenge that in itself has become a challenge, right? It's out of the ordinary. I don't, even if you hear someone going into their 40s or 50s or 60s and saying to themselves, I don't feel old, to the person who's in the same age bracket, they're like, really? Why not? You know?
How can that be? Because you are old.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong by acknowledging that, yes, with age, there are certain faculties, physical, mental, on every plane that will have an effect. But that doesn't mean your whole life is now downhill.
No, nor does it mean you shouldn't look for the resources that you might have or that you can find to help you enjoy, prolong, and celebrate the things that you enjoy about your life. You mentioned driving, a personal story. Certainly, as one ages and you get to be older, you know that there are some things that might influence your driving. Your reflexes might not be as good. You have a lot of bad habits. Your vision and peripheral vision might not be as good. And there are things that can very much dampen the experience of driving or make it more dangerous. Well, I like driving very much. I consider driving one of life's great pleasures. And with the understanding that I'm getting older and these things are happening to me too, my approach was to enroll in a high-performance driving course, which I did for a weekend, and it was a lot of fun, and it helped me keep my skills up.
Yes, and it also gave you more confidence, perhaps.
Yes, that's right, because I can be a good driver.
Yeah. And that, going back to, it's not that we have always needed resources. Aging hasn't made us dependent on resources. We've needed resources at every age that we've been at. So this phenomena doesn't disappear.
No, and it's not organic so much as it is cultural.
And one thing that certainly comes with age is wisdom.
Well, it should.
Yeah.
At least I feel it does. And certainly, even wisdom with a small w is important, because people who are older have had a variety of experiences and have learned a lot of life lessons, and they may not be the lessons that you need right now. Your conclusions may be the same or may be different given the experiences they've had, but just hearing about their experiences and the way they handled it can be informative, and maybe it would help you to make decisions the same way. Maybe it would help you to make different decisions. But you have to have communication.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good point.
Thank you.